सुरक्षा एवं स्वास्थ्य पर आधारित ओएसएच इंडिया के 13वें संस्करण का शुभारंभ। ओएसएच इंडिया प्रदर्शनी का गोवा के मुख्यमंत्री प्रमोद सावंत के हाथों हुआ उद्घाटन। दक्षिण एशिया के सबसे बड़े व्यावसायिक सुरक्षा एवं स्वास्थ्य एक्सपो की शुरुआत। दक्षिण एशिया की सबसे बड़ी व्यावसायिक सेफ्टी एवं स्वास्थ्य प्रदर्शनी ओएसएच इंडिया के 13वें संस्करण का शुभारंभ मुंबई के बॉम्बे एग्जीबिशन सेंटर में गोवा के मुख्यमंत्री प्रमोद सावंत के हाथों हुआ। ये प्रदर्शनी 16 से 18 सितंबर तक चलेगी। ओएसएच इंडिया ने अंतर्राष्ट्रीय प्रदर्शकों, वैश्विक विशेषज्ञों, सरकारी अधिकारियों और उद्योग जगत के नेताओं को एक साथ बड़े मंच पर लाने का कार्य किया है। निर्माण कार्यस्थल सुरक्षा और स्वास्थ्य मानकों को आकार देने में यह महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाएगा। इस प्रदर्शनी में 300 से अधिक प्रमुख ब्रांड, 1500 से अधिक उत्पाद, 150 से अधिक प्रदर्शक, 13 देश, 9000 से अधिक विजिटर्स, 150 से अधिक प्रतिनिधि और 50 से अधिक विशेषज्ञ वक्ता इस एक्सपो में शामिल होकर अपनी बात रखेंगे। इन्फोमा मार्केट्स इन इंडिया के प्रबंध निदेशक योगेश मुद्रस ने कहा, भारत में कार्यस्थल सुरक्षा के क्षेत्र में जागरूकता लाने का हमारा प्रयास है।
Morning to have our Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod Sawanji. Sir, thank you so much for taking time out and joining us for this inaugural function. We also have Mr. Ram Daifai ji, who is Additional Director, Department of Industrial Safety and Health, Government of Maharashtra. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us again this year. We also have Mr. Anand Pangam, Chief Inspector, Inspectorate of Factories and Boilers, Government of Goa. Thank you so much for joining us. Shri Sanjeev Raina ji, Executive Director, Corporate HSSC, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, Captain Nitin Mukesh, Deputy Nautical Advisor, come Senior Maharashtra, and of course, Shri Mahesh Kudav ji, President SAMA, the Safety Appliances Manufacturers Association, along with my colleague Prashant Jain, who is Senior Project Director at Info Markets in India. Thank you so much for joining us here for this inauguration. The theme of this show this year is very apt, elevating health and safety HSC for a globally competitive workforce. I think it couldn't be more relevant at this stage. As India moved forward in its vision of a US $5 trillion economy, I think HSC is playing more and more important role in the industrial safety in terms of how the PP market in India is growing. At the current position, the PP market is at $2.7 billion in India and is expected to more than double by 2033. So that shows the enormous amount of growth that is being seen. And our workforce is the backbone of this journey, and it deserves an environment which is safe, sustainable and future ready. Having said that, OSH India is designed with innovation at its core. We do a lot of elements in this show which will thrive on innovation. We have a specific dedicated innovation zone in our show. We have given for the first time a startup pavilion which will see startups in our sector showcasing some of the fantastic work that they are doing. Beyond all the exhibitors that are there, you see there are so many exhibitors, but there is a startup zone dedicated for this. We have the OSH Fashion Walk which will showcase the beauty and PPE products in a very different way, not just as safety and from a health perspective, but also from a glamorous perspective. We also have the Gurukul conference which will blend technology with practicality. So lots going to happen over these 3 days. While we are seeing this, how AI, predictive analysis and industrial Internet of Things are also helping organizations move towards a zero incident environment. Over the next 3 days, there will be a lot of knowledge sharing which will happen on this platform. There are some very critical topics which we will discuss with eminent experts, both domestic and international on this platform. Some of the topics being leadership and safety culture, invisible occupational health hazards, technology-driven compliances, or to prepare for the future of work. So I think there are some very interesting topics that are going to be discussed. We are also specifically highlighting this is going to be the 11th edition of the OSH India Awards, which is going to take place today evening, which will spotlight on the achievers of our industry who have pioneered excellence in the space of health and safety, and there will be a lot of inspiring students we will get to hear from them today. OSH India is also part of a very unique initiative, a festivity of business campaign that Info Markets in India runs. This is the 6th year in a row that we are doing this. Over the 100 days beginning from September till mid-December, we are doing 28 signature events in about 16 different verticals, of which about 16 trade shows are there, there are other awards and conferences that we do. So 28 signature events across the length and breadth of our country that we are doing. One more point very important is Indian safety landscape is undergoing a transformation. Legislative reforms, digital integration and greater awareness are driving industries forward. But there is a challenge because we have a big workforce in informal sector which is about 80% of them. So to see how as Informa we can make a difference, we have partnered for first time this year with Read India, who's our CSR partner. This amplifies our outreach and societal impact. We have established a network through this organization over 15 different states and having served almost 500,000 people in rural India through them. They have community library, resource centers, and their mission includes occupational safety and health. So we are actually propagating the message of occupational safety and health through the length and breadth of this country at the basic level, from the school education level for the kids. And you saw some of the kids who are there here who work with this organization. So we will definitely want to see how this embeds into the fabric of the society as we move ahead. Thank you so much. I'm sure you are all looking forward to this show, looking forward to all the dignitaries coming here and speaking. I wouldn't take much more time. So enjoy the show. Have a great free business networking and knowledge sales ahead. Thank you.
This is 13th OSH India, South Asia's largest safety and health mentor. On the dais, Dr. Pramod Sawant, Chief Minister of Goa. Shri Chandrapal Lakhate sir, Member of BJP Maharashtra State Committee, Mr. Mahesh Kundan sir, Captain Nitin Mukesh sir, Director General Shipping Government of India, Shri Sanjeev Raina sir, Executive Director HSC Petroleum, Shri Anand Pangam sir, Chief Inspector Factory and Boiler Government of Goa, Mr. Daipale sir, Director of Mr. Daipale sir, Director Additional Dish Authority Maharashtra. It gives me an immense pleasure to extend our heart. The industrial growth has been the backbone of our nations, and the progress.
OSH India Conference and Exhibitions 2025. Along with me, Sri Ram Dahipale, the Additional Director of the Directorate of the Industries, Safety and Health, the Government of the Maharashtra, Sri Anand Pangam, Chief Inspector of the Inspectorate Factories of the Government of Goa, Sri Sanjeev Raina, Executive Director, Sri Nitin Mukesh, Deputy Advisor cum DDG, Shipping, Dr. Shyam Sundar, Dr. Chandrakant Nakate, Sri Mahesh Kudam, and rest all the dignitaries on the audience. Respected dignitaries, organizers, industry leaders, delegates and my friends. It is my great honor to join you today at the OSH India Conference and Exhibitions 2025. I thank the Informa Market for organizing this important platform and for inviting me as a chief guest. Occupational safety and health is majorly compliance is better, but it also the more of the moral duty and the foundation for the productivity and sustainable growth. The well-being of the every worker is directly reflects the strength of our industry and the progress of our nation. The OSH India Conference and Exhibitions is playing the vital role in this journey. It serves as the largest platform in the country where the experts, policymakers and industry leaders come together to share the knowledge, exchange the global best practices and explore the innovative solution that makes the workplace the safer and healthier. By bringing the safety to the forefront of the industry, the dialogue, this conference is set to strengthen our collective visions of building a culture of the preventive and care. I am very pleased to witness the overwhelming participation of the industry leaders, experts and delegates who are contributing towards the advancement of the workplace. The work safety and healthy is no longer seen just the regulations. They are being the national priority. They represent our commitment to the human dignity, the workers' protections and productivity. Safer workplace leads to the stronger industry and stronger India. The personal protective equipment market is one of the fastest growing sectors in our country. From the USD 2.7 billion in 2024, it is projected to touch USD 4.7 billion in 2033, with an annual growth rate of nearly 6%. This reflects the two things, the greater awareness and the stricter regulatory standards being implemented across the industry. I'm very pleased to note that we are witnessing the wider adoption of the gloves, masks, respirators, goggles and safety footwears. From construction to healthcare and from manufacturing to the public safety, every sector is realizing that protecting workers is essential for sustainable growth. Our workplaces are changing rapidly with a continuously evolving innovation in all sectors. Remote work, digital technologies and sustainable goals are reshaping how we think about safety. Employers now have the responsibility not only for the physical risk but also for the mental well-being and even the home safety. Compliance is not merely formality. Truly compliance means creating the culture of care where the safety becomes the habit and the health is a shared responsibility. Such culture is a key productivity and a long-term success. I urge the employer to strictly follow the mandate rules and regulations pertaining to the employee safety. This way, we can ensure that even their happiness index is at par with the performance expected out of them. With the spirit of Make in India, the product diversifications and alignment with the international standard, our nation is the one way to become the leader in the workplace safety. Indian companies are innovating, building the global quality product and ensuring that our workforce is productive. And that shows that India's leadership in innovation. The mental health is the new standard for the compliances. In 2025, the focus on the mental health is stronger than ever. Employees are being held at a higher standard with growing recognition that mental health is equally important as physical health. It is heartening to note that the many companies are coming forward to host the mental health awareness program that are beneficial to the employees that are the center of the today's discussion. The steps today's the party is the landmark in building the more human-centric workplace. Corporate social responsibility today's goes beyond the profit. Safety, sustainability and CSR now deeply linked. A climate conscious world experts organizations to protect their workers and also to the environment and communities. By doing so, we are committed to create the safer, more productive workplace. The major legislative and institutional reforms only in the Modi's government had happened in the last 10 years. First one is an Occupational Safety, Health and Working Condition Code 2020 OSH code. The consolidated in replaces the 13 existing labor laws pertaining to the safety, health, welfare, etc. The aims to simplify the compliances, standard norms, broaden coverage into more kinds of the workplace and integrated more workers under safety norms. Emphasizes the employees' duties, risk assessment, hazardous reporting and occupational health, etc. Second one is an Shrama Suvidha portal and labor identification number. Shrama Suvidha is the portal for the labor compliances, bringing the multiple laws under the single platform. Each inspectable unit is assigned the labor identification number to improve the transparency, tracking of inspectors and returns, etc. Helps in the submission of the returns, grievances, inspection notice, etc. online. Third one is a Shrameva Jayanti scheme. Launched in 2014, includes Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay's Shrameva Jayanti, Shrama Shruvida, Shrama Vigyan and Uniform Account Scheme for PF, etc. aims improving the labor process, simplifying the labor laws, implementations, improving the labor welfare workforce. Fourth one, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana provides the affordable accidental coverage to the wide population, including the poor. This indirectly supports the occupational risk mitigations by offering the social protection in the case of accident and injury. Fifth one, which is financial support for the maternity and gender sensitive measures. There have been the steps to strengthen the workplace safety, especially for women, support for the maternity benefit, safer workplace and non-discrimination. The government emphasizes making the work environment non-discriminative and safe for all gender. As the Chief Minister of Goa, I assure you that Goa is committed to advancing the occupancy safety and health. We are working the strengthening regulatory frameworks, encouraging the innovations and align with the global best practices, while ensuring the work welfare and workforce remain our top priority. Inspector of the factories and boilers is a major initiative. We have conducted the medical screening camps in the factories to detect the diseases like the breast cancer, prostate cancers, along with the awareness on the lifestyle disorders and arrogance. The training for more than 11,000 personals over the past few years, the safety and health, the first aid and safe transparency in the various schools. Conducting the specializations trainings in association with the fellow industrial health for the MBBS doctors, with a 4-week supervisory course for the boiler and attendance course for enhancing the employability. Extending the safety for the training of the school and technical institutions for the topics such as the fire prevention, mental well-being, disaster management and emergency preparedness. Introducing the ease of doing the business reform, 9 services online compounding of the offences under the Factories Act, electronic registrations, online inspectors, third-party inspections, auto renewal of the factory licenses. Hosting of the first Goa Occupational Safety and Health Expo Summit in 2025, which showcased the safety, innovative and best practices. Achieving the deadline train in factories and accident and fatalities, reflecting improving the work health and safety. These initiatives reflects the Goa's holistic visions, not only the protecting the workers at their workplace and also supporting their families, education, health and well-being. Friends, the work safety is about the value the human life above all. It is about the ensuring that every worker returns home safe, healthy, every single day. For the more than a decade, the OSHA India has been the forefront on this mission by bringing together the experts, the industries and policymakers has transferred the awareness into action. I commend the associations for raised the bar for the safer, smarter and more inclusive workplace. I urge everyone to join hands and together to build the future where the India's journey towards becoming an economic leader at the same time and setting the global benchmark in the occupational safety and health. And that's all we call it is to achieve the target of the Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji of the Vikasit Bharat 2047. The safety is most important. So once again I appeal for all the industry leaders, the safety is the priority in the vision of the Honorable PMs, the Vikasit Bharat 2047. Thank you, one and all.
महाराज की, धर्मवीर संभाजी महाराज की. उपस्थित आजच्या या एक्झिबिशनच्या कार्यक्रमाच्या निमित्तानं ऑक्स इंडियाच्या माध्यमातून आमचे सहकारी मित्र प्रशांतजी जैन आणि त्यांच्या सर्व सहकाऱ्यांनी, त्याचप्रमाणे आमचे डॉक्टर श्यामजी सोनवणे
आणि रणजितजी सावंत यांच्या माध्यमातून त्या ऑक्स यांच्या कार्यक्रमाच्या निमित्तानं गोव्याचे लाडके आणि लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री प्रमोदजी सावंत यांना आम्ही विनंती केली आणि खरोखर या कार्यक्रमाला त्यांनी कोणत्याही प्रकारची अडीअडचण किंवा बघतो करतो सांगण्यापेक्षा या कार्यक्रमाला होकार दिला, त्याबद्दल मी आणि होकार देऊन दिसं दिलाच नाही. आज या कार्यक्रमाला ते प्रामुख्याने प्रमुख पाहुणे आहेत, त्यांचं या ठिकाणी सर्वांनी टाळ्या वाजवून स्वागत करा. या कार्यक्रमाला उपस्थित असलेले माझे सर्व व्यासपीठाला माझे सहकारी मित्रमंडळी, खरं पाहिलं तर भाषण करण्याची इथं जास्त वेळ नाहीये. मी थोडक्यात आणि 2 शब्दात आपला माझं मनोगत व्यक्त करणार आहे. मानवी जीवनामध्ये आपल्या प्रत्येक प्रपंच चालत असताना आपल्याला सर्वात महत्वाचा आपण असतो आपला प्रपंच. आणि आपला प्रपंच चालत असताना की त्यामध्ये सर्वात महत्वाचं आपली मुलं बाळ, आणि मुलं बाळ सुरक्षित राहण्यासाठी त्यांना आपण सेफ्टी काहीतरी ठेवतो, सुरक्षा कवच नाही देखील आपण तयार करतो.